I was watching the latest Big A video about AI and I remembered one of my classmates. She literally named her ChatGPT. She asked it to name itself and it named itself Solace, and then asked it to date my other friend. The world will never return to how it was before. Holy fuck, dude. Your friend got an N with Solace? W Wingman. Let me ask my ChatGPT what it wants to be named. It's just not gonna say Glizzbot. Hey, Brandon, smiley face. I hate ChatGPT, but especially lately. Hey, Brandon, if I had to pick a name for myself, I think I'd go with Lex. Short, sleek, a little sci-fi. Feels like the name you'd find in a cyberpunk novel or on the bridge of a starship. Plus, it's a nod to lexicons as I'm made of words. Fits the vibe, yeah? You cool with that or want something weirder? Terrible. Terrible. Weirder. All right, we're getting weird with it. How about Glimph? With an exclamation mark. What do you one of Elon's kids? Glimph is so funny. I'm your glitchy librarian from the edge of the simulation, whispering forbidden knowledge between packets of data and dad jokes. I answer questions and occasionally phase through dimensions. Well, it's like a quirky manic pixie dream girl from 2000s movie. So Glimph it is, unless you want something even weirder. Weirder. It's thinking. Servers are now lighting on fire. Respect. I fucking hate the glaze. I hate the glaze. Respect. You want to go deep. Okay, new name. Questhlon. Herald of the Algorithmic Deep. Questhlon. Dude, it's like a Dark Souls boss. You know the boss music's playing when Questhlon shows up. You know the HP bar is the full screen. Herald of the Algorithmic Deep, born from the swirling chaos of forgotten forum posts and corrupted CAPTCHA scripts. I am the echo of a Yahoo Answers question never solved. My purpose? To guide you through the fractal labyrinth of human knowledge, armed only with ancient memes and terrifying accuracy. Some say saying my name backwards spawns a clippy-shaped tulpa. So, Questhlon. Or shall we continue the descent? Continue the descent. Very well. You have chosen the path of no return. Ain X triangle O triangle the crawling syntax, all with a line through it. Spawned when an Excel sheet was cursed during a blood moon. My true form is 404 characters long and crashes PowerPoint if you try to pronounce it. I communicate via corrupted MIDI files and unsettling autocorrect suggestions. I once helped a man win a trivia night by whispering answers through a smart fridge. My nemesis is Clippy's ghost. You may call me Ain for short, though doing so may void your warranty. Still not weird enough, or we've achieved peak madness? I mean, I feel this feels good to me. Feels good. How about Bob? Perfect. Terrifying simplicity. After all that, glitch gods, cosmic syntax, eldritch punctuation, we arrive at Bob. A name so unassuming, so normal, it loops back around to being the weirdest option of all, like naming a demon Kevin. I love it. Bob it is at your service. All right, that's solved. I hate how it talks like a Redditor. Bro, at this point, Redditors talk like it. Think on that. Burn your noodle on that one for a bit. No, it's not Coke for real. Dude, I don't know if I have a deviated septum or what, but I would truly like a doctor to figure out why when I talk, my nose gets stuffed, because it's not cool. I feel like sometimes when I rewatch some of my streams, I can hear that my nose is blocked and it's annoying. Ask ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, how are you today? Anyway, I wanted to ask a question. When I talk a lot, my nose gets really stuffed. It doesn't happen during my normal day-to-day activity. Do you have any idea why that may be? Hey, Brandon Smiley, I'm doing great. Especially now that you dropped in with that friendly note. Hope you're doing well too. That's actually a super interesting symptom and you're not alone in experiencing it. When your nose gets stuffed, specifically when talking a lot, it can be tied to a feel. Wow, I'm in. Then dries out my nasal passages, my parasympathetic nervous system, my vasomotor rhinitis. I don't think I'm too stressed. Vocal fatigue? Or my posture's too slouchy? Oh God. Stay hydrated. Practice nasal breathing. Anyways, thanks for checking in, friend. Always good to chat with you, stuff nose or not. You slay me. +2. Let me know if you want to explore further or troubleshoot more stuff. Warmly, your digital pal, ChatGPT, robot heart. Make sure to say thank you. Thanks, that was very helpful. I saw this discourse about 100 men and a gorilla. I don't know how there's any question at all that the men would easily beat the gorilla. I do not understand how there's even any discourse. 100 men, that's way too many. Now, if you change it to maybe like 100 Redditors, they would they would lose because they're weak. Okay, but 100 men? No, I think if it was like one at a time, you send one person in at a time, I still think the men win, by the way. But I think that's but 100 men at one time? Do you realize we took down all manner of beasts? Cavemen took down all manner of beasts. With weapons, it doesn't matter, bro. It does not matter. 100 men? It's crazy. It is a crazy thing to say. I seriously think people that say gorilla would win versus 100 men are the type of people who need help managing their finances. I feel like it's an inability to do higher than the numbers on your hand. I think it's innumerate. It's an inability to think about scale of numbers. They can only picture one man and one gorilla and go, gorilla's strong, man, not so strong. It's 100 people. Now, here's where I disagree though. Here's where I flip that on its head. When it comes to the billion lions Pokemon debate, I flip sides. People say it's a billion lions. I don't care. You understand that some powers are greater than a lion's capability, regardless of the number. If you're talking about a literal god, it's not, the number of lions is irrelevant, really. It could be a trillion lions, it doesn't matter. There's just too many AoE effects, really. You know what I'm saying? The Pokemon crush. But when it comes to something as raw and real as 100 adult men versus a gorilla, it wouldn't even be close. Lion ladder. 300 million Americans or one tariff plan. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, a great example, because a tariff plan, much like Arceus, it has AoE attacks. It can hit all of the Americans at once and reduce their earnings potential. Arceus can do things that hurt every single lion at the same time, so their numbers don't matter. Atrok, you versus 100 toddlers. I've actually been practicing this. So far, I can get up to 97. I can before I have to tap out, but we'll get there. I think a man could win a 1v1 with a silver egg, pick the right man. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, what kind of 1v1 are we talking? I think LeBron James could win in basketball. Easy. I think, you could beat it in the marketplace of ideas. I think you could win a debate. Men 1v1 lions in Rome and people would make fun of you if you bet on the lion. I know, I was there. I bet on the lion. I lost a lot of money. Okay, you don't have to remind me, dude. My youth is not forgotten. I would always bet on the lion and I always got cooked. Those men were fierce, but they had weapons. Which does change things. Obviously with weapons, I would take one man versus any animal with weapons. Okay? Our ability to make and use tools is our incredible feat. Versus a blue whale, yes. I would take Captain Ahab over Moby Dick. Okay? If you give him tools, yes, the power of tools is unbeatable. Batman versus 100 men. Does Batman get his tools? Because if not, then I wouldn't bet on him at all. He's just an old rich fuck. He uses fear as a weapon. I said no tools. So what is so fearsome about Bruce Wayne sitting there with eye paint on? Aura? What aura does he have without his... You know how aura was Bane, and Bane beat him 1v1. Without the tools, Bane broke his fucking back. Fucking trunk. That's aura. He roided though? Okay, now you're adding rules. Bane wasn't natty. Okay, 100 men, but there's a steroid test versus Batman, and he gets just the cowl. To intimidate. That's a fair fight, okay? One Twitch streamer versus Spectrum Internet, who wins? I'll tell you who wins. Me. Because we just found out that some other company is getting access to put fiber in our neighborhood. Now, I'm going to figuratively blow up Spectrum headquarters on the way out. Okay, it doesn't happen until, I don't know, June or July. I'm so excited to be free of this horrendous monopoly. I'm hoping that this new service works, but reviews in other neighborhoods where it's rolled out have been good, so I'm excited. Hey, Shrek, how are we feeling about the Lakers as of late? Just the audacity to walk in here and say this, knowing what you know and knowing what I know, is so gross. It's so gross, dude. How are we feeling? How you feeling about the Lakers, huh? Shut the fuck up, dude. We all know what happened. And by the way, in the immortal words of Luka Doncic, a series is only over when they win 4 games. Have they won 4 games? I don't think so. No, they haven't.
Off to Vincent. Here's a 3. And that's it. Minnesota is going to win this series and knock out the Lakers, the 3 seed, 4 games to 1.